Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News Update. Premier Chris Minns is making a flying visit to the Hunter today. He's already kicked off his itinerary, officially opening the Tomaree Coastal Walk, and is about to tour the Port Stephens Koala Sanctuary. A trip to a Maitland battery manufacturer will be followed by an official announcement about the next stage of the Thornton Rail Bridge duplication. Later this afternoon, the Premier will announce the first stages of the Spears Point Road upgrades. A man is preparing to face trial in the Supreme Court over the alleged murder of Stockton man Graham Cameron in July 2021. Police allege the 54-year-old was stabbed to death in his Fullerton Street unit before his residence was set on fire in a bid to cover up the crime. 23-year-old Dalton Trent Oliver was arrested in October last year and has pleaded not guilty to murder and destroying property by fire. He's set to be arraigned in the Supreme Court today, where a trial date is set to be fixed. Hunter residents can now begin accessing 60 days' worth of medicines from the chemist. The federal government's latest program allows doctors to write prescriptions for double the supply of about 100 common medicines. The changes are expected to halve medication costs for about 6 million patients across the country. Local allergy and asthma sufferers are being warned to beware of hot and dry conditions during spring and summer, resulting in the spread of more pollen. Newcastle and Hunter residents are being encouraged to develop a personal treatment plan and speak to a pharmacist or GP to help combat sore eyes, a runny nose and other allergy symptoms. The Australian Digital Health Agency's Chief Clinical Advisor, Dr Steve Hamilton, warns some parts of the day will see locals become more susceptible to symptoms.
Well, it's often in the afternoon as the pollen grains dry out and the winds pick up. There's much more pollen in the air. And interestingly, when there's a thunderstorm, you often get pollen grains picked up by those rising air masses, and they get hydrated in the cloud, and people can get a big trigger of allergies and asthma because of thunderstorms. So be careful on the days where there's thunderstorms.
House prices in Newcastle and Lake Macquarie have dipped slightly after showing strong growth this year. The latest data from CoreLogic shows prices fell by 0.4% last month after 5 months of steady increases. The median house price in Newcastle and Lake Macquarie stands at just over $857,000. Prices in the Hunter Valley rose by 0.1% to a median value of $686,000. It's National Walk to Work Day, and Hunter employees are being encouraged to build regular walking habits and fend off type 2 diabetes. Data out of Diabetes Australia shows there are more than 9,000 people living with diabetes in the Newcastle LGA. Pedestrian Council of Australia CEO Harold Scrooby says walking more or opting to take the stairs over the lift are simple ways to build healthier daily habits.
If you can't walk before work, a wonderful idea, where possible, is to always use the stairs. If you can't do that, have a walk at lunchtime. Go out to a park nearby. Have a walking workshop when you're meeting your colleagues.
2NURFM Sport.
Swifts fullback Lorena Bowman has signed with the Newcastle Jets for the 2023-24 A-League women's season. The 26-year-old has previously played for some of Switzerland's top teams. The Newcastle Knights are in the running to win the premiership following a surprising 8-match winning streak. As they enter round 27, the Knights are currently placed 5th and will be looking to make it 9 in a row when they take on the Dragons tomorrow. Meanwhile, NRLW halfback Jesse Southwell says the Knights' best is yet to come as they face Canberra tomorrow in the nation's capital. Southwell says the team is improving despite swapping players.
New people bring new different flair, and we saw that with Rochi in round 3, so I think it's very exciting for new girls to come in, and then if we can keep chopping and changing and it works, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I think it's good that we've got these extra rounds to experiment and see if it does work.
And Maitland will return to the Newcastle Rugby League showdown tomorrow in the grand final against Souths at McDonald Jones Stadium. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 6, 10, 14, 27, 31, 32 and 35, and the Powerball is 6. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.